Hi everybody, Ricky here today. Today I'm going to talk about some items that I haven't opened and just had laying around for decades. Some are even back to fairly recent, but this first item I'm going to talk about is this Xbox controller Japan edition that I've had since 2002. It's never been opened, as you can see all the glue even's looking all 18 years old and dried out and everything, which is kind of funny. I don't even see any of these like on eBay or anything that are like an original packaging. Even on the back of it, it says 2002 Microsoft Corporation. Then another original Xbox controller I have here is from 2003. It's called the Trick Controller. And it has like, I think, some combo buttons or something on it. But it's like an original one I got for like a Christmas present or something, I think in 2003. Still never been opened. Next thing I'm going to look at is I still have a couple of original Sony PlayStation 1 memory cards in the original boxes. These are from back in 1995. This I picked up in 2004 or 2003. 2004, I believe. It's Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Never been opened. So you can see on the price tag it still says $20 because I picked it up in the bargain bin, but hey, I'm sure it's worth a lot more now. Got it from a Hastings, which they went out of business and they're not even open anymore. This next one is Ford versus Chevy. I got it brand new at a Best Buy in 2007, I believe. I think the game was made in 2005. Got this Ninja Gaiden, I think, in 2016. Got it pretty cheap, but these seem to still be plentiful on eBay and easy to find. But still neat. It's never been opened or anything. When Hastings was closing down, I also got this Star Fox brand new in the packaging and everything. It's never been opened as well. And also the bonus game Star Fox Guard. It's pretty cool. I always like having video games that never been opened. You never know, decades down the road they might be worth a lot of money. Usually a lot of times people getting rid of stuff, they think it's worthless, later on ends up being worth a lot of money. Here's the box it goes in. I just went ahead and opened it to be careful opening just the box. but the games still are sealed and never been opened, and you can see the condition of the box, that still in real good condition. Here I got a couple old VHS tapes. This one's back from 1996. Cable Guy. Hilarious movie. I'm sure everybody's seen that one like a million times. If you haven't, you ought to check it out because it's a funny movie. So you can still see the seal tape that it's still been sealed there, never opened. This one I'm sure everybody's probably seen. They've aired it on TV tons of times. Uncle Buck. This one's actually from 1989. Never been opened. So actually, this tape is 31 years old, never been opened. Still got the factory sealing right there. Thought this was funny. I found this 8-track, the Coasters. This one's from 1981. If you don't know what an 8-track is, it's basically like a one-wheel cassette tape. Because you know how cassette tapes have the two little wheels in them. This one just has one big giant wheel where the 4 tracks run down one side, and if you push the button, it plays backwards and plays the other 4 tracks. They got this originally from Learjets for data flight record boxes. Then they were like, well, we could put music on it too and have something to listen to. So these kind of ran from like 68 to 1987 or 88, I believe, with Columbia House having U2 Joshua Tree as the last 8-track to ever be produced. So if you ever come across one of those are worth some good money. Have Shangri-La's album here sealed up. My favorite song probably on the LP is Right Now But Not Later, but Leader of the Pack's a good one, and there's a lot of good songs on there. Out There in the Streets, Long Live Our Love. A lot of good ones though. I think of them as like the original Spice Girls and stuff. Type music, but like in the 60s. Which I like the Spice Girls too. They're awesome. They got some good music. Here's some Laserdisc I've had for a long time that never been opened. This one is Sidekicks from 1993 on the label, but I think it was made 1992. Our next one is Love Field, Michelle Pfeiffer. Just picked these up brand new a long time ago and had to pay a little more money than those $3 ones I did on my other video, but that's why I kind of never opened them. A lot of times you don't open stuff that end up being worth more down the road, like I said. Crisscross, movie with Goldie Hawn. I still got a good, decent deal on a lot of these that are sealed, but like I said, not for $3 though. This one's Lassie, the 1994 movie. which everybody knows Lassie, especially from going all the way back in the 1940s and 50s TV shows and all the way up into the 70s. The Border Collie, she's always been a staple of being a real smart dog, real loyal dog. Wayne's World 2. I always liked all the Wayne's Worlds, even before there was Austin Powers, which Austin Powers is awesome, but one twins. You can tell this laser disc a little older as the kind of yellowing out up there a little bit, even though it's sealed and never been opened and stuff, kind of like that Uncle Buck one VHS I was showing you. I was sad about Kelly Preston passing on, but she did a lot of awesome movies and stuff, so that's one thing, good thing about doing videos and movies and everything. You leave something behind for everybody to enjoy, look back on, and, remember you and stuff, so it's good if everybody takes pictures of themselves and does videos and movies and stuff. Everybody should put themselves out there in the universe and promote themselves, because this one's Forever Young, one with Mel Gibson. Kind of a time traveling movie where he's frozen. He really doesn't time travel, he's just frozen for like 50 years, kind of cryogenic and stuff. Which actually we use that stuff today, and like Walt Disney, he's cryogenically frozen, and Michael Jackson and all that, they wanted to be that way, so if they ever come up with a way to like reanimate people, bring them back to life, then if they're frozen, they didn't disintegrate or anything. And a lot of people, they're even like women, they're having their eggs froze nowadays to have kids later on, so they can be as old as men and have kids. This one's The Grifters. I think it's a HBO home video movie. Of course, it's on Laserdisc, so I imagine they had it on VHS, and I'm sure it's on Blu-ray and everything by now. But all these, like I said, are sealed, so it's one thing I dig about it. Having all the stuff. You always get more money for stuff when it's sealed up and stuff, you ever sell it. This one's Memoirs of an Invisible Man. Chevy Chase and Daryl Hannah. And let's see, this one's Kevin Costner, Perfect World. So that one's kind of a drama, crime, action thriller. It's got some good parts in there with Clint Eastwood and Kevin Costner and stuff. I think this one's actually might even be on a 2-disc. Let's see. It's one thing to note about these on all the laser disc is a lot of them, these you could get in widescreen back in the day, whereas all the VHS were stuck in the 4x3 crop. So this would always give you more picture, give you more of the movie experience, like being at home and stuff, way before even COVID and all this stuff started popping up where, everybody's got their own home theaters nowadays and stuff. Still always fun to go to the movie theaters though for the experience and, just get out there, have some popcorn and kind of give an audience and enjoy the movies with everybody, have some laughs and stuff. Just sit out there with friends and family and enjoy it and all that. Let's see. I got this a few years ago at Walmart. Said clearance $9, but when I rang it up, I got it for $4. I was like, I wasn't complaining because I rang up the DPCI and $4. I was like, I'll take it. I don't know if any of y'all out there still have y'all's Wii U's, but I still have mine. I think they're little powerhouses. You can play GameCube on them, Wii U, all the virtual consoles on them and all that. So really, they're not obsolete. I mean, I'm not saying they're better than Nintendo Switch, of course, because you can play all the modern stuff, but it's not a bad little system for what it is. And I mean, you can pick them up like real cheap, so that's pretty cool. Had this one imported, even though they have it here in the States. I mean, this movie was made in 1984, Voyage of the Rock Aliens. It's a totally awesome movie, got a lot of awesome soundtracks on it. It's got Jermaine Jackson in it, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson's brother in there. I like a lot of Pia Zadora's songs, like Let's Dance and singing Justine in it. And this one, while I had it imported, is because overseas that got a Blu-ray release, and here we only have on DVD, even though it's a American movie, but still sealed. I got a backup of it anyways, so I figure why open it if it's already backed up. And then when Hastings closed, I got a few soundtracks. This one's Roadhouse. Great movie with Patrick Swayze. He did a lot of great movies like in the 80s and the early days. I kind of liked him, that action movie. That and Dirty Dancing. Everybody knows Dirty Dancing. I'm sure a lot of people have seen that one like a billion times. And that one had a totally awesome soundtrack. This one is Back to the Future. Everybody knows Back to the Future. Everybody has the Back to the Future fantasy. Because if you had a time machine, what would you do? You could go get or have anything your heart desires. Especially like with the Gray's Almanac idea, because if you have all the money in the world, usually you can just get whatever you're after about anything. Sky's the limit. Grease, the soundtrack. Picked these up real cheap and stuff. So anytime a store or anything's going out of business, you might want to even go look at a lot of bins and stuff, because a lot of times they will have just real good deals on stuff. I know resellers turn around and do that all the time. I like holding on to stuff for a long time, let a lot of time pass by. That way the value goes up, just like how the money inflates. Then if you ever need the money down the road, you can always sell it. Like they always say, don't put all your Easter eggs in one basket. because you never know when a rainy day is going to happen. Well, nowadays, I guess it's a COVID day. Let's see. I think I about covered everything that. Oh, yeah, one more thing. I've had this for probably about 15, 20 years, a little 1964 Lincoln Continental Hot Wheels car. Pretty neat. Everybody always collects these Hot Wheels. I always see people at the stores all the time digging for these because sometimes you find the right ones that are super rare, then they can fetch, a lot of money. So, a lot of times if you got to pay bills or you just want to buy something else, you can always cash in on it and then buy whatever else you want to get. Thanks for hanging out with me to watch this video I put together. Just some old stuff I still have packaged up, never opened. Some of that stuff, it's been a long time and just sitting there, and gonna put it back up and let it sit there a lot longer and stuff. Let it age out and keep it in good condition. If you are gonna store stuff, make sure you store it in places where it doesn't get humid and it's in a good climate and everything. That way, if you do want to sell something down the way, there you go. Thanks for watching. If you got any comments or questions, always feel free to throw something down there. And all y'all keep making y'all's videos because I will keep watching them. Peace.